Champs has made the game worse. SBCs have made the game worse. Evos have made the game worse. As far as I'm concerned, if EA don't care about their own game, why should I care about their game? This is getting deleted and I am never, ever touching this game again. And we're back! Welcome to what was originally going to be my full retirement video from FIFA/FC altogether. However, over the course of the last few days, EA, I think, have done a really good job at trying to build the perception that they are making a massive fundamental change to how they're going to be running things in FC26. And I, as an avid fan of the franchise, I'm very intrigued, and that's all I'm going to say at this point. I am very intrigued. Like I said, this video was originally going to be my full retirement video. It's no secret that I have not uploaded any FC25 for, I believe, 5 to 6 months now, but for the first time since FIFA 2003, I've actually stopped playing the game altogether. I've been playing FIFA/FC for the best part of 300 days a year for the past 22 years. But as of February, at the start of this year, I just stopped playing. I just stopped playing altogether. I had a whole multitude of reasons as to why I did not want to play this game anymore, and I was flat on set on retiring. And at this point, I think it's probably a good idea to sort of show you a clip from that retirement video that I was going to post, as I sort of break down all of the things and all of the reasons why I just think this game has absolutely failed to deliver over the course of the last few years.
Brace yourself.
Almost every single gameplay iteration made in the last 10 years has made the game worse. Frostbite made the game worse. Hypermotion made the game worse. Hypermotion 2 made the game worse, because now we have over 10,000 different animations that the game's trying to figure out at once. Almost every single new skill move has made the game worse because it hasn't been implemented correctly or it's been too overpowered. Think El Tornadoes, think Bridges, and all the other new skills they've put in over the last few years. Timed finishing has made the game worse. Playstyles has made the game worse. Player roles has made the game worse. Goalkeeper movement has made the game worse. Changes to free kicks, changes to corners have made the game worse. They used to be so much easier, they used to be so much more accessible, and they used to be more enjoyable. Volta made the game worse, and then nobody played it. Rush made the game worse, and then nobody played it, because they were just cheap imitations of FIFA Street, which was a much better game mode, and especially something like Rush, where people just put the pad down and don't even play it anymore, especially in Ultimate Team. Crossplay has made the game worse, because it's opened console players up to PC hackers. PC hackers has made the game worse. Changes to the servers have made the game worse. And the problem is, all of those things I've listed in regards to gameplay changes are all stacked up on top of each other. I mentioned Frostbite, Hypermotion, Hypermotion 2. There are still animations pre any of those three engines running in the game. And they're all stacked up on top of each other, causing the server to absolutely overload as the game tries to figure out which animations to use as you try and combat against your opponent, because you're putting server delay when you get more connections. If you didn't know that, if you have a better connection, you get more delay because it compensates for the other person's poor connection. So that's just gameplay. Those are all gameplay things that have made the game worse. Then you have the things within Ultimate Team. Champs has made the game worse. Rivals has made the game worse. Squad Battles has made the game worse. And the reason all of those three have made it worse is because rewards being so good has made the game worse. Then you have the things that they took out. Taking out seasons has made the game worse. Taking out tournaments has made the game worse. Introducing friendlies has made the game worse. And draft, to be honest, I don't really feel anything towards draft one way or another. I think it was a good implementation at the time, but putting it behind a 15,000 coin or 300 FIFA point paywall just made it less accessible, and the rewards, even if you won, have never been worth the entrance fee. So if it was free, I think it'd be a great game mode. Because it's not, I don't care. SBCs have made the game worse, especially repeatable SBCs, because it gives people an excuse to not actually play the game and just stay in the menus. Objectives have made the game worse. Milestones have made the game worse. Moments have made the game worse. Anyone remember Moments? They're still in the game. If you didn't actually know, you can still go and play a Moment right now. But you won't, because it's a complete and utter waste of time, and it's a waste of server code, and it's a waste of just taking up space in the video game. Continuous store packs have made the game worse. Why would you ever play games when store packs are right there? Weekly promos have made the game worse. I don't think I need to say too much more about that. Everyone knows that weekly promos have made the game worse because it completely nukes the power curve. Removing fitness has made the game worse. And I'll stand on that point. You don't have the creativity you used to. You used to have multiple teams to keep everyone fit. Now you can just play the same team over and over and over again. Boring. New chemistry system has made the game worse. I was a big advocate for the new chemistry system. I don't think it's been implemented correctly. And because of all the new cards that give bonus chemistry here, there and everywhere, again, boring. And then finally, Evos have made the game worse. I could do an entire video on how the current setup of Evos in Ultimate Team are so bad for how Ultimate Team should be played. I like the concept, but its execution is absolutely horrendous. And I could say the same for multiple of the things that I have listed. It's the implementation. There are some good ideas in there, but absolutely implementation has made all aspects of it worse. It's not all bad. I did say at the start, almost every feature has made it worse. There are a couple of things that I am happy with. I think co-op is great. I think we should see more of it. I think it should be opened up to more people. I think it should be allowed to do co-op with multiple people rather than just you and one mate. It should be everyone. But again, that's what I mean. Implementation, it's still a positive. Position changes being removed, I think, is a positive. However, again, implementation, not correct. There are players that play more than 4 positions, EA, and you should be able to account for that. And then finally, the graphics. Like, I can never knock the graphics. They're absolutely outstanding. The visuals on these video games over the last few years got better and better year on year. But again, how much are those visuals impacting the overall servers? I just think you stack it all up over the last 10 years, I'd still much rather play FIFA 15 than FC25 right now, because that game had everything that I wanted to have a good time. This one has far too many things going on for it. So this is why I'm now starting to feel a little bit more encouraged by what I'm seeing from FC26, because I've just spent the last 5 minutes going on and on and on about all the things that are wrong with this game that I would like to see addressed. And from what I've seen from the first couple of trailers and the first few conversations is that EA are genuinely looking to address these issues. I mean, if you think there's any issues that I haven't spoken about in the last 5 minutes, by all means, let me know down in the comment section below. Those are just all the issues that I am currently dealing with and why I don't currently play this game. But some key highlights for me that have come out over the last few weeks. Tournaments being reintroduced is absolutely massive for me. It's what I want to do. I want a replayable game mode where there is a target to aim for, that if I fail, I can go again straight away. If that's how they're implementing it, I'm absolutely fully on board. Things like time finishing being removed, I think are fantastic for the actual state of the game. I think things like that just make the game feel too unrealistic, and I hope that they are doing that in the means of actually addressing things that are wrong with this game. The stuff regarding the goalkeepers, certain animations being addressed to be more realistic and stop relying on so much luck in terms of how to actually create chances. The pullback on AI defending, which I believe is actually something I didn't mention in those last 5 minutes. They're actually reducing the amount of AI defending in online gameplay. Stuff like that is a real positive for me. And then finally, something like the Gauntlet mode, which they're looking to introduce. This is a huge deal for someone like me, who again wants that replayability and wants that variety. The fact that I would have to use upwards of 90 different players over the course of a 5-game mini tournament is amazing to me. That's exactly what I want to do. But again, I worry about its implementation. They're talking about it being a once every 2 to 3 weeks game mode where the rewards are going to be astronomical if you can run the gauntlet. Again, to me, that is absolutely missing what people want. The game used to be enjoyable in FIFA 15 because all you had was seasons and tournaments, and it was constantly replayable. You'd play your division. If you got promoted, you'd want to go again. If you got relegated, you'd be desperate to go back up again. And if you didn't quite make it, you'd build another team to then go at it again. This is what we don't have with the current Rivals and Champs setup. Rivals, there is no endpoint. It just keeps going endlessly. That's not enjoyable. It's just, you set your predetermined endpoints around the rewards, and Champs is not repeatable. You play your games, and it's done for another week. This is my thing about the Gauntlet mode. If the Gauntlet mode was there, constantly replayable, and for no rewards at all, like literally, you got nothing from playing the Gauntlet mode, I would be way more interested than if it was once every 3 weeks for insane rewards. I want to just play the game, and I want the targets to be an achievement, not an actual tangible reward. For me, that's not interesting. If you disagree with that, by all means, let me know down in the comments if you think rewards are what you should be getting and the state of rewards should be even higher. We should be getting even better rewards. For me, that is everything that is wrong with this game. And that is my concern still going into it, that you see posts like this from Thought Economist explaining that we're still going to get weekly promos, that we're going to tone them down a little bit, but we're still going to put them out every single week because people engage with content. For me, they're missing the mark entirely. We make our own content from the promos because the actual gameplay content is not replayable and not accessible. You make that gameplay more replayable, we don't need weekly promos to have a good time. And then, of course, you actually look at the game itself, and if you look at FC25, you see things like this. You load up the game, pre-order FC26. You load into Ultimate Team, pre-order FC26. Get the Ultimate Edition to get these bonus perks, like icons and extra evos and things like this. At the end of the day, they're not hiding their true intentions. They can make all of these statements and they can come out and say, we're going to do all of this for the club. We're going to do all of this for you guys. We're taking on your feedback. But what are you actually putting on the front page of your game? We want your money. And these are the things that are still worrying me. And that's why at the moment it's intrigue rather than I'm pre-ordering FC26. Because I still think they can't hide what they truly want, which is to just keep taking more and more money from us. And then you still look at things like this. So as I like to do every single year, I always like to end off my FC or FIFA year by building my Hall of Fame team from previous years and having one last run at Champs. However, since this was going to be my retirement year, I was going to build my favourite ever players from all of the different FIFAs and give them one last hurrah. We did a whole Hall of Fame video last year. You can see the team here right now. But this is as far as I got with building that team. Because this is Marcos Alonso. And he's right-footed. What? What the f? This is one of the most well-known players from the last 15 years. He had the most recognisable SBC card outside of the flashback Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Everyone and their dad knows that Marcos Alonso is left-footed. But he has been right-footed on FC25 all year long. And it's never been addressed. And he's not the only one. There are several players in this game that either have the wrong height, they have the wrong weak foot. It's baffling. And over the course of this year, EA have looked at it and just not addressed it in the slightest. As far as I'm concerned, if EA don't care about their own game, why should I care about their game? And this is my worry again. They can make all these promises, but it's strikes me of one of those people that's like when you're about to have a breakup in a relationship or you've got a desperate ex trying to get back with you where they're like, I can change, look at all these things I'm doing. But in reality, you still don't care. You still don't want to actually prove that you can change. You just want to throw some false promises at us in the hope that we'll take you back one more time so you can drain the last bit of our soul out of us. So I don't know, man. It's a real tough place that I find myself in right now in regard to this. I have so much encouragement for FC26. I really do. I think they're genuinely showing signs that they want to do what is right for all of us. But I just have no trust. I have nothing to put my hat on to say this is absolutely genuine. What I can say is they've now set a precedent. These trailers and these interactions with people in and around the video game tell me that this has to continue. This can't be a, we're doing this so you buy FC26, and then the moment FC26 comes out, all these communications disappear again, and you say you did all this for the club, and then you turn around and say, well, we gave you what you wanted, here it is, we're now going to do what we want until FC27. This has to continue. So, as far as I'm concerned, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to wait. I'm going to see how the launch goes. And if the feedback is positive over the first couple of weeks, then I might dip into FC26 and test it out for myself. Because I still don't have that trust in EA Sports that they can deliver the game that they are promising for us long term. I think they might deliver it up front, but I still have no faith that they're going to deliver it over the course of the entire 12-month cycle. One thing I can say for absolutely certain, though, is that I'm absolutely fed up of this shit. This shit is getting deleted, and I am never, ever touching this game again. And there you go. So, in conclusion, I guess it's over to you guys. What do you actually think is going to happen with this game? Do you believe the promises that EA are giving us? Are you pre-ordering FC26? Or are you, like me, going to wait and see what happens over the course of the next few weeks? How enthusiastic are you for the new game? How much faith do you have in EA to actually deliver the game that you want? Do you actually still enjoy FC25? Because genuinely, I know there are people out there that do still enjoy the current state of the game and want it to continue in the format that it currently is. But for me, I can't. I just can't. I stopped because I didn't actually enjoy the game anymore and I didn't miss it. That was the thing that really stood out for me. I've not played this game for 5 months and I don't miss it in the slightest. I used to want to play this game every single minute of every single day. I do not miss this game right now. But I am optimistic that FC26, they implement it the right way, can bring me back to where I was a few years ago. As always, thank you very much for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed. Share it with a friend. There's been a very interesting discussion over the course of the last few minutes. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you very soon.